the Item Sports Network and Bank of Clarendon present The Grind.
You've been grinding since you were just a kid. We know because we were there.
In fact, Bank of Clarendon has been supporting you and other community efforts since 1932, and we aren't going anywhere.
So when you're ready to really invest in your future, we will be here for that too. Dream big.
Bank local with Bank of Clarendon.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Landon DeLavan, Lakewood High School, class of 2022. My dad started me at a young age. I started baseball when I was 3 years old. So I can't remember honestly how it went down, but I know that my dad was a baseball player and he wanted me to be one as well. So he put me into baseball, and ever since he put me into it, I've just loved it. Growing up, I played some pretty good baseball, and most of the time he was my coach, but I'm pretty sure all the kids knew why I was playing, or they knew, they didn't ever have that intention to where it was like, oh, you're the coach's kid, you're starting, A lot of people have doubts about me because of my size, and that makes me want to work harder. That made me work harder growing up. Because usually when you see me on the mound or on the field, you're like, oh, this kid's not gonna play good, he's not very good because of his size. So I still have that like chip on my shoulder. I still have that, people still count me out because of my size, but I don't let that stop me at all. I first started pitching when I was maybe 10 years old. I think it was actually at a Parks and Rec game, and they had no pitching left, and I was just like, let me go try it. And I started, and I was looking up to older kids, 'cause I think I played with older kids 1 year, and I just looked at what they were doing, and I tried it, and I ended up falling in love with it, man. I love pitching. So when I was little, I just picked it up with my left hand and started throwing with it. I actually have some videos of me when I was tiny, just picking something up and throwing it. And I'm left-footed as well, but I hit right-handed and I write right-handed. So it's very weird.
All right, come on, do it right. Oh, we're gonna be here a while. Do it right. Do it like your coach. Lean, release, hard back.
Seeing him coach over here,
Good.
and coming to these games when I was in 9th grade, when I was at Sumter, I knew immediately I wanted to come here. Because I felt like everyone was just family here already, and everyone wanted me to come here. And I had a couple friends, like Travis was already here, and Jonathan and a kid named Jacob. So I had friends here, so I wasn't like scared to come over here because I knew I'd have people to talk to. I kind of figured after they canceled school, baseball was done too. So I wasn't like sad about it or mad about it. I was a little bit because it was only my 10th grade year, and I felt bad for those seniors that, didn't get that opportunity because college coaches, things like that couldn't happen anymore because of COVID. So it was a partially torn UCL, and going into playoffs, I couldn't even throw the ball 60 feet without it killing me, and I didn't really show that. I didn't want to show that, but it was bad. It was to where I had to just shut down after a couple throws. And I still ended up playing center field, but it was painful. But yeah, I had to get PRP injection. It was either that or Tommy John surgery. So we took a shot with the PRP injection, and it was the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. It was terrible. But I knew if this was gonna help my arm get better, I was willing to go through any type of pain. I always want to be on the mound on the biggest games or biggest situations. And not being able to pitch in the playoffs hurt. I feel like we're going to have a good year. I really do. I'm so excited. I'm very confident as a pitcher, so every time I get on the mound, I know we're going to do well. And not saying that in a cocky way, but I love it, man. I love the energy and the excitement that it gives. I tell my guys a lot of the time just to don't get a big head about it. Let's just play the same way like we are 4th in the region, or projected to be 4th. We don't want to say we're gonna win region again or anything like that, because then that's gonna stop a lot of us from, I guess, grinding it out or having that chip on our shoulder. So I just tell my guys, just keep doing what we're doing. You know, don't worry about that. You know, just worry about one game at a time. Don't worry about like what the projections are. Let's just go out there and do our thing.